So we're back on Scoobie's walk today. It's Friday, I think. You get pretty lost, don't you, at the time? But it's been 4 weeks of lockdown now, 4 weeks on Sunday. I'm grateful for this walk though that Scooby and I can do. It's only a few hundred meters from the property I'm staying at, and it's fantastic. It takes in the canyon, it takes in the woods, takes in a little field that Scooby can run across, and it's full of nature and it's dead quiet, which leads me to something that I'm going to talk about today, which is the stillness. The stillness that I think we're finding, I'm certainly finding, within this lockdown. What do you think, Scoobs? This is where we're going, in this canyon here. Hey, Scoobs? Yeah, so this walk, and as I say, is about finding the stillness. I don't know if you can hear with the GoPro mic, but there's quite a bit of bird sound, a dog in the background, the wind. And the other day when I came out, there was a low hum of all the bees that are coming into season, I guess, whatever that means, not that I know much about beekeeping. Yeah, and it's just wonderful, because it seems like the birds and all nature is a lot louder at the moment. Of course it's not louder, it's just that the ambient noise is a lot quieter. There's no cars, there's no general hum from Benidorm, which albeit is like 5 miles away the bird flies away. I think you're still going to hear a general noise floor. But it's not just noise in nature that's got quieter, and this is why I was going to talk about stillness later, because I also think that, for me certainly, there's been a stillness in the mind. Yes, there's been some frustrations that you suddenly get every now and then for being locked down, but once you go beyond that, there's a really good stillness. Scoobs. So stillness, what is stillness? Well, I think it's what I'm experiencing at the moment, actually. It's also a stillness at the moment without feeling guilty, because everybody else is there. What do you think of stillness? Scooby's the wrong person to ask. She just doesn't stop. I think she might have stillness of mind though, even if she hasn't got stillness of body. I saw an Eckhart Tolle video the other day that he's posted recently, reflecting on the power of now, and it's really good actually. I think he's sort of like put the essence of his book into a little 20-minute vlog. One of his quotes is, "True intelligence operates silently. Stillness is where creativity and solutions to problems are found." Welcome back to Scoobie-Dee. I thought I'd have a go at finishing the stillness video. Now the first part of the stillness video was recorded 5 weeks into the lockdown, and it was how I felt at the time. I'd managed to feel quite good about being in the here and now and letting go. But after that, things did change, and I felt like where I was going with that didn't have an ending and was only part of what I was feeling. So now we're 2 months in, and the lockdown, we're in the first day that we're allowed to go out walking in nature, a bit further than we were allowed in Spain here. And I think I've realised that being in the here and now and being in the moment, mindful, is something that people should look for, but it only really works if it's a juxtaposition or a yin-yang to, you know, other things. So for example, the first month that I was in lockdown, I really enjoyed it actually. I think I found some inner space and inner calm without too much noise in my mind. But that suddenly changed. And then I found it difficult that one day I'd have that was good, and then you'd have another day that was, you just didn't feel that great really. It just felt like, I hope the wind's not getting this mic too much, it is a bit windy here, I haven't brought the thing. Another day that you just didn't feel that great. I don't know, you can make a small problem into a big problem. So what I'm trying to say is that I think that it's all about having a journey. It's all about having somewhere to go, somewhere, a project, something to do, something that takes you through. Now you don't have to actually arrive at the end of that particular journey that you've set up. You just have to travel the path. And that's the key, you see. Because whilst you're travelling your path, and you're at the right speed, that you can take in the beauty of that path. Not too fast, not too stressed, and not too slow that you're not buzzing, you're not in time of your own energy. When you can get that going, then I think you can really enjoy the mindfulness in the here and now. So a lot of people that I talk to that look a little bit lost actually aren't those young people. I mean, they are to some degree, but I suppose it's the people that are leaving school in their late teens or early 20s, or older people that have been driven by their work all their life, and now all of a sudden they're retired, or their job's been diminished, and they feel that lack of purpose because that purpose was only derived from the job. See, that's not a good place either, because yes, you should drive purpose from your job, especially if you enjoy what you're doing. But at the same time, have hobbies that fulfill you, or whatever, really, whatever passion. You know, could be like you're doing up a place in your spare time or making something. And it's those people, I believe, that have those projects, those passions on the side, whether it's a sport or making a matchstick ship that takes 2 years to make. I think that's what brings peace of mind. That's what brings being in the here and now. And you're not even trying to find it. Again, you can't try to find that, can you? We're at this beautiful location, by the way. There's Scoops. Look at that. Oops, let's try and keep this camera straight. There you go, Scoops, what about that? Look at that. What do you think of that, Scoops? Is that good? Don't go off the edge. I believe that mindfulness is more about giving yourself the time along your path to enjoy the moment. Because I look at a lot of older people, and when I tell them about what I'm doing, they're really supportive. And the reason for that is that I think they wish they did more of that stuff when they were younger. And of course they had their commitments, they had their work, they had the kids. And there's always loads of reasons why you can't do these things. But I think you have to do it, because when you get to 70 and you're less fit, you're in those twilight years, what are you going to ask yourself? What are you going to tell yourself? Hopefully you have enough security to be able to live out the rest of your life okay. But what are you going to hope that you've done? What are those 10 Kodak moments in your life that you'll look back at and go, that was my life in 10 Kodak moments. They were the things that is me, is Darren. Same with Scooby. When she goes to sleep at night, she's always dreaming. What are those moments?